Hey guys, big Star Wars news, which I always love. New title for episode 8, which I am dying for, by the way. Cannot wait for December, as always. It's not just Christmas now, it's Star Wars. Maybe better than Christmas, who knows. But anyway, new title, Star Wars episode 8, The Last Jedi. Okay, this title could mean a lot of things, and I'm going to do a bit of speculating because I'm a Star Wars fan. We love to speculate. It's our shit. And it is good shit. Don't know why I said it like that, but whatever. Anyway, so, Last Jedi. It could mean just Luke Skywalker, because in episode 7, they kept saying Luke Skywalker, he's the last Jedi. You know, in Return of the Jedi, he was the last Jedi at the end of Return of the Jedi. So people could obviously just put that down to, okay, Last Jedi, that means Luke, which means Luke's going to have a bigger role in the next one. Because how can you have a smaller role than Luke had in episode 7? He was on screen for 1 minute, maybe less than 1 minute. He had no lines, and it was at the very, very, very end of the movie. You couldn't have less time in that movie if you weren't in that movie at all. But it worked for that movie, so who cares? But yeah, Luke was always going to have a much bigger role here. And maybe that is why he's the last Jedi. But also, Jedi is the plural of Jedi. Like, there's no Jedis. No one says Jedi or Jediah. Jedediah Springfield. I don't know. Weird Simpsons reference. I don't know why I said that, but fuck it. Yeah, so Jedi is both a singular and a plural. Getting grammatic on this motherfucker. So yeah, it could mean there's more than one Jedi. It could be Luke and Rey are the last Jedi, as in they are both Jedis. Which makes sense because the way it's going, it looks like Luke will be the Yoda to Rey as Yoda was Yoda to Luke. Even that, you see, was an amazing photo during the shooting of episode 8. I think it was up in Donegal, because they were shooting up there, which is a spot in Ireland if anyone who isn't Irish is watching this, and if you aren't Irish, I was not expecting you not to be Irish. I'm getting an actual audience, who knows? But yeah, and it was Daisy Ridley in the photo, and Mark Hamill is on her back like Yoda was on Luke's back in episode 5, and it's hilarious. And there's a part of me that wants to see that in the movie. It will probably kill any chance of taking the training seriously, but there's a part of me that wants to see it anyway. But yeah, so there might be more than one Jedi. Who knows what that island could mean? Like, there could be more than just Luke living on that island. Who knows? And another thing that caught my eye was the font is red, which makes it very ominous, because Force Awakens was very similar to A New Hope. Does that mean The Last Jedi is going to be similar to Empire Strikes Back? It's the middle film in what is going to be a trilogy, because there's episode 9 coming in 2019. So is this going to be the dark one of the three? Is this going to be the Empire Strikes Back? Hopefully it's a bit more original. I want a slightly more original story than Force Awakens had. Like, I was fine with how the Force Awakens went, because, you know, I loved the fan service. I didn't mind the plot that was a bit similar to the other ones, because, you know, similarity isn't always a bad thing. Like, the prequels tried to be different and turned out to be absolute... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the prequels, as you can tell from that, but yeah, so like, I imagine this will be dark. Like, I think Luke will die, which will be kind of sad considering we've lost Carrie Fisher recently, so we might be at a stage where all three of the original stars of Star Wars, character-wise, are going to be dead, because they're going to have to write Princess Leia off. Han's dead. If you haven't seen episode 7, then sorry, spoilers, but if you haven't seen episode 7, either you really aren't a Star Wars fan, or you've been living under a rock for the last year, 2 years, whatever. But, yeah, so I think Luke might die here. And it might mean, Luke goes from being the last Jedi to Rey being the last Jedi. That could possibly happen. Either way, I am pumped for The Last Jedi. I can't wait. Overall, I love the title. It's short, it's sweet, it's simple. It's not something like Destinies of the Force or the Forces of Destiny or the Shroud of Dark Side kind of double barrel thing where it's like, oh, it sounds fancier, but it doesn't really mean anything. Like, thankfully, we're not at a situation where something is called the Phantom Menace, and the words Phantom Menace are never, ever, ever said in the Phantom Menace movie. What the fuck was that, George Lucas? Although in hindsight, that was only the 7th, 8th thing most wrong with Phantom Menace. Maybe 11th, who knows? There's a lot of things wrong with that movie. I will probably do a review of that at some point between now and December, which is just going to be a massive rant, to be honest. But anyway, as always, I am so looking forward to it, because it's a Star Wars movie, obviously. Are any of you looking forward to The Last Jedi? I want to know your opinions on this. How do you feel about the title? Do you think it should have been something more fanciful, like the Destinies of the Force? Like, that was what some people thought the title was going to be. What do you think of that? What do you think of The Last Jedi? Do you prefer that or Forces of Destiny? I want to know your opinion. So comment in the comment section below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, because I want more subscribers, because I'm a greedy fucker. And I will talk to you soon.